Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to some more Scrap Mechanics Survival. Now, as always, I'm going to start the video off with, of course, addressing some comments. Now, first of all, I'm glad that you guys really enjoyed the crushing defense mechanism that I came up with. Now, it does feel like a pretty cheap way to defend your crops, but I mean, I feel like it's intentional. I can't imagine that the developers of the game didn't consider that being a strategy. So now if you guys were having any problems with your farm though and defending it, you guys have an awesome setup now. It's pretty easy to use and very, very cheap in resources. Now, before I address some more comments, I've decided I want to start every survival video with a garment unboxing, because I was thinking of doing like a video opening a whole bunch of them, and I was like, you know what? I think I'd rather just kind of have a taste of each one every single video. Now, as you can see, my setup here has a lot of chests. I'm almost done completing the loop. I'm gonna get there eventually. I mean, I'm not really in a rush just yet. I mean, it is not that much of an inconvenience, but I'm pretty well organized at the moment. But let's see here. What are we going to get in our first official unboxing? Okay, whoops, I can't remember. How do I use it? Okay, there we go. Pop that in there. Costs 5 to make. Oh, 30 seconds to go. Okay, well, while this goes down, so a lot of people were saying that my defense mechanism will not be very effective once the big boys spawn in, as well as the tape bots, and there is probably a lot of truth to that. But I have a feeling that it's going to be something that I can very easily adapt to, and I can reinforce that whole farm defense mechanism. I think I could make it a lot better than it already is. But let's see here. What does the dress bot have for me today? Oh boy, it's beautiful. What are these are some nice looking sneakers. I think I'm actually gonna use those sneakers over the boots that I have, because you can see I have the big boots there, but let's see, where are those shoes? Oh yeah, I like those. Those look pretty fresh. Alright, so we just unboxed that, and my game actually ended up crashing, but it seems like everything is okay now. And again, the shoes, they are looking really, really awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna open up one of these garment boxes at the beginning of every video. Now, originally in this video, I was going to bring the blueberries and the oranges to the packing station, but I've decided to plant a couple more crops of them, just so I can bring even more. And I don't know exactly what that might get me, but I do know one thing. It is going to give me another wave of farm bots that I get to crush. Now, I was always happy with the mining vehicle, but I realized that I could be a lot more efficient, and this thing is ridiculous. I have so much fun using this to harvest minerals out in the wild. It's got absolutely everything that you need. So on the front here, we've got 6 drill bits now. We started with 2. I've tripled the number. This thing is so good at doing everything when it comes to mining. I can break the big rocks into pieces. I can break the smaller pieces into even smaller pieces. And then those small pieces get turned into the mineral that we need to refine. So it does all of it very, very easily. It can still catch those minerals in the container right here. Now, this is the beauty of it, though. You can see behind it that we have a refinery, and this is a portable refinery that is attached to one of my trailer pieces in the back here, and it has some tubes that go to a chest, and then we can grab all of the minerals and whatever it has refined in the back. Now, you might have also noticed that I did some cosmetic changes as well, and I've added suspension. You can see right here, there is some suspension on the front. On the back, I have suspension as well. Now, obviously, this is extremely compressed right now, but right now, the thing that I need the most from the suspension is that when I leave the ground, my wheels keep on touching it, so it's not too big of a deal that they're crushing right now. I also added a really awesome looking bar right here at the top. It looks like it's just a little bit more complete like a vehicle, and I did also add some detail work on the arms here. I didn't want them to just be kind of like some boring old arms, and wow, I didn't even finish this arm. Now, realistically though, the easiest thing to do is to just show you the whole thing in action. So I'm gonna add that elbow piece. We're gonna hit the road. Now, I have 2 different spots that we're gonna check out for mining. So right here in the woods not far away, I have one single little rock formation. I'm gonna show you how fast it is at mining just a small thing like that. And then off in the distance, way, way a ways over this way, I have a giant mineral deposit. This thing is massive. All right, so one last big chug of some milk right here. Let's hop into the vehicle. Now, this is crazy too, actually. I added some rear steering. You can see I've got some pipe pieces right here. Now, when I turn, it's a very subtle movement, and that's because I only set them to 5 degrees. It's a very, very subtle amount of steering. but it does really help when I'm trying to drive, and, you know, the trailer, sometimes it doesn't want to cooperate. So it does help a lot. Now, one of the things I can do with this, though, I can actually raise the arms up like this. So when I'm traveling through the woods, or if I'm kind of in a very tight spot where I need to turn, I can lift these arms up and I could put them back down again when I am ready to drill. Actually, there's a couple other things I can do as well. I can press 4 and you can see that that extends these front ones out. Now, here's actually something else that's really cool. When I lift these up, you can see these front drills right here. These are like the original drills. I actually upgraded these as well, because when you press this button, you can actually see that they point a little bit more down to the ground, and that helps get those smaller pieces that are typically hard to grab. Now, you don't always need to have them extended, though. Sometimes having the front is good enough. And actually, the other thing that the front can do is it can close in on itself like this. So it also has pistons, too. So that's just to make sure everything gets all the way down to the center, and there's really nothing left by the end of it. Alright, so here is that little rock formation that I was talking about, and then we're going to go over to that large one. So again, I can show you guys what it's like to bring those arms up. So normally I would drive up to the rock like this, you know, put the arms down, and then turn the drills on. Now this is where it gets absolutely crazy, guys. Let's watch and see what happens here. This is probably some of the fastest mining I've ever been capable of doing in Scrap Mechanic Survival, guys. This is absolutely insane. There it goes. The whole thing has just disconnected. And look, just look at all these rocks down here. They're just getting jumbled up. And you can just look, all of the unrefined ores are just starting to pop out. Absolutely insane. So all we have to do now is just back up and attack the whole rock again. Oh yeah, look, there we go. It's starting to break it down. Sometimes the RNG in the rock movement can be kind of difficult, because sometimes they actually get shot out of the ground if they're buried a little bit. But here you can see that the drills, they grab all of those lower ones down on the ground very, very easily. And so usually you just have to kind of lift your arms back up again. That'll give you some extra room on the front. And then if I drive up and kind of just jam into it, it'll start grabbing the minerals there in the storage container. And there you go, look at that. The refinery is now starting to act on its own, and we can now stay out here for days just mining. Now, sometimes I do grab my vehicle on the lift, though. I find this can sometimes help when you have like a little bit of a positioning issue here, because right now you can see the way the rock actually tipped over. It tipped over in a pretty bad way for us. Now, this is pretty easy, though. We can just kind of lift our arms up. That rock isn't an issue anymore. Drive up right here. Now, yeah, this is going to be a much better direction. Let's try it out. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, so satisfying. All right, let's see now. This is such an awkwardly big rock, actually. I didn't realize until it was broken and on its own. Okay, here we go. Now we have a bunch of loose ones, though, and this is where the machine really does shine. By pressing 1, you can see those pistons and the arms actioning in and out, and it just kind of pushes all of those minerals into the center there very, very easily. Now, there is one drawback to this, actually. It's almost like this is too good, and the reason why I say that is because when there's a lot of these ores, like these ore bars, unrefined on the ground like this, it actually causes a ridiculous amount of FPS drop, which is very unfortunate because obviously this thing is extremely efficient, and sometimes I have to get out of it though, and kind of just manually pick up some of these unrefined bars and stick them into the container. All right, there we go. I put a few of them up there, so typically that will help with the frame drops. I didn't realize, actually, that those ores were so bad for the FPS until I made this creation, and funny enough, you know, started to use it. So let's see now. Okay, yeah, the frames are way better now. We should be able to just chop. Oh my god, yeah, look at that! It's insane! It just broke all of it into pieces! Now, let's see, can we just kind of... Oh, yeah. It's just so easy. I didn't think I could ever make something as simple as this. You know, when I had the 2 drills on the front, I was like, alright, so that is the drill car in Scrap Mechanic, I guess, but no. Look at this. I can just drive straight forward, and they're getting just totally destroyed. So let's see now. We can see a whole bunch of the single ones down there on the ground, so I'm going to just drop my arms down. Let's see, like, a nice close-up maybe on this side here. Okay, hold on. It's getting a little dark. Let's turn the lights on. All right, let's see what it's like on this side. And these are the tough ones, guys. These are the hard ones to get with your vehicle. But you can see, okay, hold on, actually, I might have to extend those front ones as well. Oh yeah, there we go, look. That front extension piston is making all the difference. Wow. So there's really hardly any of this rock left. And the beauty of this, more than anything, is the fact that I don't have to really get out of the vehicle. Sometimes I will, just to kind of fix the frames, and I feel like, you know, that's not really an issue with the vehicle itself, and more so maybe just the limitations of the game. But as you can see, guys, this is super easy. But this was just one single little rock. All right, now this looks like it's going to be a very satisfying pass. Let's see if we can't get them all in, like, one motion here. Start using that arm. Come on. Keep the right one in. Okay, there we go. It just broke it. Oh, my God. Guys, this is so simple now. Like, I can honestly just stay out here for days, driving around. And the beauty of having the refinery in the back is I don't need that train system anymore. Now I just need that single trailer in the back. Now, it's going to be easier to control because of that. And also having the refinery, I don't run out of space nearly as fast anymore. I just have one chest there, but it's expandable. If I want to add an extra chest, we can add 2 or 3 for all we want. All right, there we go. That is all of those minerals. And I think that took like no time at all, really. Normally, I probably would have like gone and come back again a couple times, or, you know, used my trailer system, and it would have been probably a heck of a lot slower using only those 2 drills. Now, this is the beauty of this build, though, guys. I can just drive away now. You can see the refinery is still going, and that doesn't matter. And so before, I used to always feel like I had to rush back to the base and drop everything off and get back out again. Another thing, too, actually, is this thing drives so much better now. And it's actually amazing. If I leave these front arms out with the saw blades like this thing actually becomes even more stable. Hold on. There's some chests we gotta grab. So here's something that's awesome as well, actually. I forgot, you know, there's like a leg over here from some time ago. And I can just grab it, stick it in my vehicle, and then it's just gonna get refined. Like, I don't even have to really worry about taking the time to stop and grab these things anymore, because it doesn't actually take up any of that time. Now, this is actually gonna probably work out perfectly. I'm not too far from the next mining spot, but the sun should be coming up any minute now, and hopefully it's gonna line up with me getting to the new spot and having all the sunshine ready to see it all. And this is actually hilarious. Look at this. This looks like a big crab, or at least the shadow does. Oh my God. I can't believe it. I can't believe how much this thing looks like a crab right now. The claws and everything. Oh yeah, so here is a crazy spot. Now, first of all, look at that. I have found the second mechanic shop. Over in the distance, you can see there's another wrench there. So there is a second mechanic shop in the world. But look at this hill. This is the most ridiculous hill I have ever seen. Alright, so I've been actually driving around trying to find the same spot that I saw a while ago. Now, I can't seem to find it, but this is actually a really good spot here as well. As you can see, all of the rocks are in a nice line, so hopefully that's actually going to help us out. So let's try this out here. Oh my God, yeah, look at this. It could just crush right through, and the way it does it is it goes from the bottom, right? So as you're drilling from the bottom down, everything falls from the top. Now, I tried something different than this. It was actually really bad. I tried making something that was actually capable of driving over top of the rocks. That's right, over top of the rocks, and it would try and like crush the rocks down to the ground, and it was so bad. I ended up erasing it completely. I didn't even want to show anybody. I was just so embarrassed by how bad it was. And so that's what kind of inspired me to do it from the ground up instead of from the top down, because obviously this is a much smoother way of doing it. Like, look at this. The rocks are just totally getting demolished, and as you can see, like I mentioned before, the frames, they just drop so hard because there's so many minerals being done all at the same time. There's too many physics to the game, and I guess I'm probably not really helping the situation right now. As you can see, though, it is absolutely amazing at how good it is at mining these things. Now, of course, the only issue is trying to actually get the broken ones into the container. And there we go. I'm just gonna lift the arms up like that. I really do wish that the range on those containers was a little bit higher, because I do have to get pretty close. And sometimes it feels like I'm over top of one of those minerals, and for some reason, it just won't grab it. And then that's when I'll hop out and do it manually. Now, it does help to actually back up a little bit and kind of attack these other ones that are blocking the wheels. Now, sometimes this is actually the thing that you need to do that is going to help the whole process, and that is to just clear the ground up. Because as you can see, like I mentioned, there's just so many of them now that it's even lagging the game. Oh my God, I didn't even mean to do that. What did I just do? Okay, you know what? That one just fell right in. Oh my God. This is insane. This is just mining insanity right now. See, now when the refinery is not going, I feel like that's when I'm starting to kind of waste time here. So we got to make sure that we're actually grabbing some. Okay, there we go. We actually have a few of them now. That's going to keep the refinery a little busy. Oh my god. Okay, we need to try and just break these down a little bit more. Let's off-road a little bit. Come on, off-roading. Oh my god, the physics in this game are crazy. I'm just trying to get up here right now. Okay, you know what? Actually, wait. Let's lift the arms up. Oh my god. I'm throwing rocks everywhere. Now, it's a good thing I put suspension on this, isn't it? If there was no suspension on this, we would probably not be doing this. Uh-oh, I'm stuck on the rock. You know what? That's probably not going to be an issue anyway. If we're stuck on a rock, all we need to do is drill it and get rid of it. Oh my god, this is crazy. Okay, hold on now. I'm starting to really drop FPS here. I need to do something about this. I need to get rid of all of these small ones here. Let's try and just back up a bit. You know, I'll be honest, I didn't really expect to mine so efficiently that it lagged the game out. I thought that these rocks were going to be, like, not too bad, but obviously that's not the case. I guess it actually works to just keep doing this part the old way. Now, the old way, of course, was to put my lift on the vehicle, and then I can just drop it down like this. Now, it's going to lag for a second, but... Wait, see? Come on now. There we go. Okay, like... I feel like these should be getting sucked into the container, but they're not. And it's like they're right next to it. And sometimes I feel like things get put into the container from way farther away than that, which is really strange. Now, another really good thing about this actually is if I do get out of my vehicle to use my hammer, which is not very often, in this case though it's because the FPS is just so bad, a lot of the times when you're breaking these, some of them won't take the full 4 hits because the drill actually made contact with them. So there's 2 there, that was 3, that was 2, that was 1. So not only does it help, you know, when you're actually in the vehicle, but sometimes, you know, when it's necessary to get out of the vehicle, it's extremely good at that too. Now, it's kind of interesting because I really can't compare how long it was taking me before to how long it takes me now to drill through all of these rocks. I mean, I could probably look at my old video of the first time I showed it mining, and I could kind of make a, whoa, oh my, I thought that was gonna get thrown right into the container there for a second. But yeah, I could probably look at my older videos and see how fast or how slow it was compared to this. But I have a feeling, oh my god, look, they're just landing right into the drills. This is, I guess I don't even really need to watch my old video because this is just so much better. I can tell already that this is way faster. I can just stay out here all day long. That refinery bot, it's just gonna keep on going. And here though, this is a good situation I was talking about. You can see that my container, it's starting to get pretty full. And that's why I was thinking, maybe I might want a second one just in case I start going way faster than the refinery. And I feel like that is actually a good testament to how efficient this entire drilling machine actually is. You know, I would have to say that this is actually pretty fast. And you know, you guys should let me know down in the comments what you think about this new and improved drill truck. I personally think it's like just miles ahead. Look at this, miles ahead. I can't believe it, guys. I can't believe I wasn't doing this from the beginning, honestly. And here is the final piece. We've been going all day, but that's all right because this thing here, I feel like in my old vehicle, this would have taken probably like a day and a half maybe even longer. Now it's actually really good at like precision drilling as well. You can see the single rock right here. I mean, like, all I need to do is get in front of it generally, and you can see that the arms kind of pull it in and bring it right into the other drill bits. There's like no escaping. Oh my god. Like, look, even just the front of my vehicle feels better for some reason. But when you add these side drills, it's just effortless. I'm now drilling up the final rock. This is taking no time at all. I mean, I know we've spent like most of the day out here drilling, but like, I'm excited to actually look at the amount of resources we're gonna walk away with. But there we go. I think this is the last unrefined piece. Let's do a little sweep around here. Yeah, that's it. That's all there is to it. Now, like I mentioned, it's not necessarily about the speed. Now, this thing does drill through the rocks really fast. It gets all of the rocks as well, even the ones that are on the ground. But the thing that really matters the most is the refining. So by the time I get back to my base, this is clearly all going to be done. And here is the chest. It's just been collecting all of the resources for us. So the bigger time saver here is the fact that it's not going to take any refining once we get back. So we're going to get back to our base. and if we wanted to build with these new minerals, then we would have no problem whatsoever. They're going to be ready to go. But now I'm going to get back to my base. It is almost the morning. It's like midnight right now, so hopefully by the time I get back to base, it'll be morning. So we've got the oranges and the blueberries. Now, I do have enough to pack up and bring to the trader, but I'm going to do that in the next video. I wanted to just do another base defense and show you guys that wall in action again. And now I'm pretty sure this thing is actually very fuel efficient. I think I've barely used any fuel at all. Maybe, I guess 2 of those bars would be what, 20 to 40 fuel. Now, I guess that might sound like a lot, but I'm used to getting a lot of fuel at a time so that I can do these longer excursions and burn through more fuel. So using about 20 or so, 20 to 30 isn't that many, and the drills actually use even less, which is really good. But here we go. We are now back at our mechanic shop. So yeah, I'm gonna plant the new crops, and we're gonna wait until the raid happens, and I'm gonna crush some farm bots, and then we should be really ready to go to make a rescue as well as get that spud gun. All right, they're all planted. It is now watering time. So yeah, so like I said, this is gonna be hopefully the biggest raid I have ever seen so far in my world. And we're gonna see if the Crusher is going to be able to deal with it. Now, I don't know exactly when the big boy bot would arrive at one of the raids, but I'm pretty sure it's only from when you use the seeds that you find in the warehouses. So obviously I'm not there just yet. So we will be there very soon though, because I'm gonna get these crops, we're gonna do the raid, and then in the next video, we're gonna grab all this, we're gonna go to the packer, we're gonna do the rescue, and then we're gonna get ourselves our spud gun. So I've got 17 minutes to go until the raid happens. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prepare myself for the raid, and then you know what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna go off into the ocean, and I'm gonna start farming for some gas. Now, while I was down in the water, actually, I just remembered a pretty good tip, and that is that you can hold down right-click while you're going through the water to farm all this. You don't have to click every single time. And I just find it makes it a little bit easier because I know most people, they don't really enjoy farming for oil, and I don't blame them. But at least there is something that might make it seem a little bit easier. Alright, so that was a pretty good power swim for some oil. Let's see, how much did we get here? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 127. And we also got a whole bunch of glue clams as well. It looks like we got about 50 of those. And that was just about 15 minutes of swimming, so that's really, that's really not that bad. Alright, here we go. They're spawning. Okay, where are the hay bots? Okay, there's some on the side. Okay, here we go. Wait, this one doesn't look so bad. I only see 4 hay bots. Really? Is that it? That's all you got? Oh, you poor things. Okay, wait, there's a little greenie on the side. Okay, well that wasn't so bad, I guess. I think I think I might do a video that is entirely just kind of fending off wave after wave after wave of farm bots. Now, that's going to take a long time because of the fact that it takes a whole day just for that whole event to happen. But it's something that I might be able to do. But looks like these crops are almost ready to go. And I'm pretty sure this is actually going to give me way more than enough to get the spud gun. Oh, there we go. The crops are all ready to go. So yeah, guys, that is going to be the video for today. So I hope you guys did enjoy the new and improved mining car. It's so much fun to drive. It's extremely efficient. We've got the portable refinery bot on the back as well, which means we can literally just stay out there all day long farming. So in the next video, I am going to go to the packing station and I am going to exchange everything that we need for the spud gun. And I'm really excited, guys. It's been a little while now since I've actually held a spud gun since the old school creative mode. So it's going to be absolutely awesome. So guys, thank you so much for tuning into the video. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below and leave a like if you did enjoy it. Now, if you want to tune in for some more Endless Scrap Mechanic and some more Scrap Mechanic Survival, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. Maybe even turn on some notifications. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. So bye for now.